You guys are so lucky because you have got extra time. You have total 7 months, and I'll be telling you exactly what you should study in this 7 months so that you crack NEET PG exam this time. Hello, I'm Dr. RMD. I am ranked 838 in 2022 NEET PG in my first internship attempt. So your exact strategy depends on mainly the timeline, how you divide time. So on till May 10th, starting from today, that is January 22 till May 10th, you have almost roughly 100 days. If I tell you there are exactly 110 days, but I have rounded it up to 100 days because 10 days you'll need to give GTs and there will be some loss because I make realistic timetables. From May 10 to May 17, you need time to revise for INICET. So this 100 days of preparation for NEET PG will exactly matter in your upcoming preparation. Okay. And last 100 days will be for revision. So keeping this timeline in mind, we'll go to the further things. Okay. So one of the most common query which students ask me is what source to use, which source to use. Now that I have got 7 months left, I have so many days. So which source? Should I switch to main videos? Should I switch to entire Qbank? What if I do 2 to 3 Qbanks together? Should I still read BTR? I'm going to answer all these queries. Even though you have 100 days of extra revision time from today till May 10th, I'll still tell you, go ahead with your rapid revision source. Yes, believe me, I'm not a newbie who is giving you tricks straightforward. I have been talking to more than 1,000 students so far. Yearly, I talk to more than 300 plus students and I have got separate mentorship sessions also. So based on my experience since last 3.5 years, I can definitely tell you that the current best source would be RR supplementing with the main videos. There are selected main videos which you should watch along with RR, and I'll tell you why. Because you have not got 1.5 year. If you have got 1.5 year, then you could have gone through main videos, revise that main video notes again and again. I'll tell you, still the problem is the same. You have only got 1 or 2 months extra. You have not got 1 year extra. Remember that. That's why still RR will be your first source, supplemented with concept explaining from main videos, and which main videos you should watch through from which subject, that I'll be telling you in the upcoming slides. Now, additional thing which I've added is Qbank. Now you'll ask me why Qbank? Because when I was conducting these mentorship sessions, I felt really that students only watch rapid revision. They only watch theory content, main videos and all. Okay, they have no idea how to solve questions. But NEET PG is an MCQ based exam. Got my point? You are ultimately going to solve MCQ. You are not going to write 10 mark or 20 mark answers. So that's why Qbank solving is more important, and that's why I have made a list of those Qbank modules that you must solve if you want to crack upcoming NEET PG. And then PYQs. Earlier I was telling you that you have to solve last 5 years NEET PG, 2 years INICET and 2 years of FMG. For those who had extra time, you can solve 5 years. But now compulsorily you have to solve 5 years INICET and 5 years NEET PG also. And GT every 10 days. You will have to give, no matter your exam is in July or it is in August or if it is next year also. Now, if you ask me which are the 2 things you should absolutely not compromise on, even though you have got 7 months left, believe me, it is PYQs and GTs. The moment you sacrifice on PYQs and GTs, no matter you have 7 months left or no matter you have 7 years left, still you are not going to crack any sort of exam. So which topics to read from main notes? I am giving the list. Take screenshot of this. Okay, from biochemistry you have to read this because these are mainly concept based and they are very important also. These are the 2 criteria that I use. One is it should be concept based, and second is it should be very important. For example, in patho, general pathology and hemat-onc are very important. That's why watching main videos is going to give you extra in return rather than studying topics like GIT or CNS from patho. These topics are extensive, but they won't give you anything output in return. Okay. Similarly, when you see PSM, epidemiology, biostatistics, health program, these are high yield concept based topic which requires video lectures. Got my point? These are the things which you should focus on and not on topics like communicable diseases, non-communicable diseases, where there is no concept at all. You can actually read it from anywhere. Similarly, in ophthalm, glaucoma, retina, neuro-ophthalm, all these are very, very, very important topics. Similarly, when you come to dermatology, these are the set of very important topics, papillosquamous disorders and vesiculous disorders. Unless you watch video, you are not going to understand the mechanics. Similarly, in OBG, contraception, infertility, unless you watch it, you are not going to understand. Pharmacology, general pharmacology, and ANS, antimicrobials, very high yield topic. You watch video, only then you will understand. Now, since you have time, you can add these points to your rapid revision notes. That's what I want you. Remember, don't go through entire main videos. If you think that 7 months are more, I'll tell you by the end of 2 months, you'll realize 7 months are very less. And the beginning of the revision, you will realize that you are not able to revise anything. Then you will just hold BTR in your hands and you will have the same fate as those students who talk to me so far. Okay, so these are the topics. Take screenshot. Now coming to medicine, how to study medicine actually you can complete in 8 days. There is a video also I told how to study medicine in 8 days. For medicine you have to study only this must study topics. Okay, these must study topics study from your main notes or main videos, okay, of any coaching platform. Rest of the topics just go through, brush through, rapid revision. Got my point? Okay. Now, what is NEET PG Pyramid? I have been telling in my previous videos also. Those who have watched my NEET PG series, okay, there were total 6 episodes. Those who have watched it, you will know what this like NEET PG pyramid is. So basically, always you start at beginner phase. Beginner phase is less than 120 GT corrects. Climber means 120 to 150 GT correct. Champion means who have crossed 150. Last year's NEET PG 150 was equal to 10,000 rank. So about 10,000, you will definitely get a clinical seat. Okay. So you have to reach this 150 rank, and to reach this 150 correct responses in GT, you will have to go through beginners phase, climbers phase, and champions. Now, if you tell me directly I'll go to conquerors phase, you cannot, because you are still having an average IQ only, and with an average IQ you can go only in stepwise manner. You can't jump directly. Okay, so first to reach till 120 you need PYQs, PYTs, followed by revision videos, revision notes, or BTR. Okay, or not and. Remember, RR plus BTR I don't recommend at all, because BTR is a subset of RR. Okay, RR, either RR or BTR, okay, any one, but now since you have time, go for RR only. Next, if you want to go to second phase, this is a very tricky phase, okay, where it will take you some days to reach, but for this what you require is table of important tables, okay, and you require important Qbank modules, okay, and that is what I realized is a game changer. If you see this email which I got from a follower, he said that after using this Pearls and Qbank modules, he was able to get into climbers phase and then into champions phase. Okay, so this is actually something called as a shift from one phase to another. Okay, so this PDF actually has list. Okay, I repeat again, this is not a consolidated Qbank itself. It is a list of important Qbank modules which you can solve from any coaching platform. Okay, so it's a list. Like for example, in anatomy, okay, you have to go through cranial nerve Qbank module. In anatomy, you have to go through brain areas Qbank module. Okay, for example, in embryology, you will have to go through pharyngeal arches. So it's a list. Instead of solving those 40-50 Qbank modules from any coaching platform, it will just condense to 10 to 15 very important Qbank modules. And in addition to this, you'll also get list of tables. Okay, important tables, the list. Okay, I'm again repeating, it's a list. Okay, so link is in the description and also in the pinned comments. You can go through it. Now, next important question: should I use BTR or not? Straightforward, I'll tell you. You have 7 months left. Don't go for this source and compromise on your concepts. Okay, because remember 2026 NEET PG will be fought based on content, nothing else. It will be fought based on content. And if you ask me why, that is because you have 7 months left. If you compromise on content, someone else will use that content and defeat you and will get a better rank than you. Straightforward as that. So it will finally be based on content and concept. So make your content and make your concept strong, because you still have time, keeping in view PYQs and GT. These two things, absolutely no compromise. Now, what extra can be done? Yes, one thing you can do extra is subscribe me. That is because I keep on posting YouTube videos based on strategies, how strategies change. Now, suppose what is the strategy for INI-CET? How to study just before 100 days, how to plan revision, everything I will be teaching. So that's why subscribing me will actually have benefit for you. Now, what extra thing can be done other than this? Yes, one important thing is T&Ds. Okay, T&Ds, test and discussion. If you are able to join somewhere, please join, because that will be a game changer for upcoming NEET PG. Okay. Now, what is the main problem? When there are 3 months left, you will leave everything else and you'll start studying. But when there are 7 months left, what is the main problem? Main problem is accountability. No one is there to look after you, to tell you that yes, you should study this. You have not studied today. Why haven't you studied? You sit there and study. These are the important topics. You have to complete this by tonight. No one is there to study. So then I realized the real issue was actually accountability. So I started something known as mentorship. Okay. So mentorship, see, if you go to my YouTube profile, there will be after you have subscribed me, you will get a join button. Okay. You will also find a link in the comment section known as Dr. RMD live mentorship. Okay. YouTube live mentorship. Okay. YouTube live mentorship. So I actually started this on November 20. Okay, November 20 I started these sessions, and today there are so many students in that. Okay, so basically we finished day 64. Okay, till yesterday we are doing this consistently since November 20, consistently daily. So it's been day 64. So those who had been with me till from November 20 till today, okay, those students have achieved a lot. Okay, believe me, they have achieved a lot. So now I realized that since NEET PG date is upcoming for 30th August, so now I have to make a unified approach also. So I am going to start a new batch. You can join directly from February 1 onwards. We'll be starting with the proper approach for upcoming NEET PG. So if you're interested in joining, you can just click on this join button, and also link is given in the description below. You can join it. Okay. So this is Dr. RMD in the join section. Okay. You can just join. Okay. Now, what else extra can you do? There is one free content on YouTube which I only uploaded. Okay, if you have time, go through this. This is pathology. How to remember pathology so you never forget it. Now, if I tell you something that if this content is exactly from what you read from your notes, what you read from your coaching platform, you will be shocked. You will be like, how is this possible? My coaching notes are so boring. Then how can it be so colorful? How can it be so easy to remember all these things? Like for example, dialysable versus non-dialysable drugs. What is the principle behind it? What are the examples? See, lithium, metformin, why, dabigatran, salicylates, and everything is given in this also. And there are also memory hacks, visual mnemonics, everything is given. And this is available for free also on YouTube. If you go to my YouTube playlist, there is a playlist called as 999 the end game. Actually, it is a combination of 999 topics. In pathology, we had total 80 topics. So I'm doing it subject wise. So total we'll be having 19 subjects, and I'm planning it to finish by March 31st. Okay. So before that, we'll have all topics list uploaded on YouTube. So if you have some extra time, definitely go through this, because we will be going through content like this. For example, skull foramina. Exactly, like which are the fractures and which nerve deficit occurs. Okay. And like for example, fifth nerve, you'll have facial numbness. Foramen spinosum, you'll have epidural hematoma. Jugular foramen, it is known as Wernicke syndrome. Okay. Similarly, middle meningeal artery, foramen spinosum, everything is given in a visual representation. Now, anatomy, I have not uploaded the video yet because I have not completed shooting. Pharmacology also I have not completed shooting, but pathology I was able to complete shooting. You can go and watch this video. Link also I'll put in the comment section and in the YouTube description. So once if you watch this, I'll bet you will never forget things anytime. Okay. Because for example, I'll just give an example. For example, see here, you're actually seeing visual representation of everything like jugular foramen, which cranial nerves pass through it. Okay. And what are the symptoms also? Okay. Which arteries it supplies, which nerves it supplies. Okay. Like foramen rotundum, V2, it is sensory. And like, for example, if jugular is gone, then which of the following muscles are gone? Okay. Everything is given in detail. Like what are the memory hacks to remember all this foramen? Okay. If there is middle meningeal artery, foramen spinosum. So everything is given in a single image, easy to revise. So remember, this is a type of revision source, but since the content is available free for cost on YouTube, just go it, watch it, so that you don't forget things. Okay, that is what one more thing which I want you to do. Now, what does an ideal timetable look like? See, if you start from January 22, okay, January 2026, okay, from January 22, this is what ideal timetable should look like, and we'll be going in this only in our mentorship session. Okay, if you join mentorship session, I'll make sure that you complete things in this given amount of time. Okay. And now some of you will ask, what about those subjects which we have already done? Doesn't matter. From this, we are going to start a new timetable. Whole new timetable we are going to start for upcoming NEET PG. Okay. So this is till March and this is till May. Okay. By May 10th, we will be completing all subjects in depth with the main videos also, and we will be completing along with the Qbank modules, everything with PYQs, along with GTs also. Okay. And there will be some extra time for you to rest also. There will be Sundays I'll give half day holiday. Okay, so those who have joined my mentorship already know how lenient the timetable is, how liberal it is, and it is student friendly also. Okay, so if you want to join this mentorship session, you can directly join. Okay, so I think this one is regarding mentorship session. Okay, so there is something called as one-to-one mentorship also. Now, what happens is I get many queries telling that I had joined some coaching institute offline, then I used some online platform, then I used BTR, now my all preparation is messed up. So these problems can't be solved in YouTube live sessions also, nothing. For that, you require direct face-to-face, direct interaction with me, direct conversation with me. If you want such, then you can go and subscribe, you can join, you can directly talk to me, you can have online consultation via one-to-one guidance, link will be given. Okay, one-to-one consultation face-to-face over Google Meet. Okay, so if you are in necessary only, then only you use it. Okay, you can approach me via other platforms also. You can email me. I'm available on Instagram, Telegram, WhatsApp, or all this. Okay, and one-to-one consultation is also available. Okay, so all the links will be provided in the YouTube video only. This is the series, NEET series, which I started. There are total 6 episodes. Okay, so if you are interested, especially watch this. One is this, how to review GT, very important, and second is how to which PYQs are important subject wise. I recommend you to watch these both at least, okay, so that you have an idea. This is based on how to study for 10 to 12 hours per day, okay. So now I want you to tell that nobody can go back and start a new beginning. Whatever is done, but at least you can start now and you can give a new ending. See, God has given you 7 months. I would say God has actually NBMS is so lazy that their laziness has given you 7 months. That will be the better terminology, okay. So use it to your fullest. Make sure that you follow the right strategy. I don't tell you follow my strategy only. You take opinion from everyone and make your own strategy, okay. But in case you need help, always ask, because now it is not late to ask. So all the best, and I wish all the best for NEET PG, and do watch follow-up videos on this topic, okay. Thank you.